Hello my friends, and welcome or welcome back to my channel. So I have no idea what this reading is going to be about. I haven't used this deck in a very long time, and it's very much, it's not, specifically a love-related deck. So I'm not quite sure what message you need to hear, and I'm going to try my best to, after we do this reading, title it. So hopefully, if you're resonating with the title, this is a message for you. Like I said, I'm really interested to see what message needs to come out because I'm only called to this deck very rarely. On the bottom, we have fresh outlook. Approach life with a fresh outlook. It allows you to tackle situations with new perspectives, making it easier to find creative solutions to the problem. It also aids in the breaking out of old patterns and habits, leading to personal growth and development. Be open to seeing things in a new light. And I'm very called to the fact that she's wearing 3D glasses, so it could be that you're about to get a fresh perspective in your 3D world. But let's get into it. Again, I'm curious. As I was cutting open the deck, we had spinning out of control. So your mind may be spinning out of control right now. Maybe you're, panicking or going through a lot of mental thoughts, mental overwhelm I'm hearing, worrying about things. You could be feeling self-conscious. Oh, geez, that was terrible. Anyway, doesn't matter. I'm going to have to shuffle this deck in 2 different parts because it's a huge deck. And all right, I've had enough. I've had enough. You stay there. We have fast track to success, 7, chariot energy. So it could be that you're feeling a lot of hopelessness and a lot of restlessness right now because you're about to experience something in your life. You're about to have a new perspective, but let's get into it. So on the bottom, we have fast track to success. Beautiful. And we have mysteries and excitement, 3 of Wands. So there is forward movement coming. And again, that may be why you're going through like this. We had that mental spin out card, feeling, very restless maybe. So I'm going to shuffle this like this. So let's talk, my friend. What do you need to hear? This may not be love related. We'll have to see. We have trial and error. It's crucial to experience with various approaches, strategies, or solutions to learn from the outcomes and ultimately identify the most effective or efficient course of action. By doing so, you can gain valuable insights, refine your methods, and enhance your chances of success in future endeavors. So you could be someone who, interesting. We have endings on the bottom. Interesting. This is an interesting one. Because I'm hearing 2 different things. Like this could be about career. It could be about you starting a new career. And, this is the energy of trying different things. Like not just trying one thing, but trying multiple things. I'm also kind of getting 2 of Wands energy, like changing your approach to a connection, or love, but let's keep going. We have fighting for your right. You've consistently proven yourself, striving diligently to secure a seat at the table. However, it seems like numerous obstacles are stacked against you. Don't let negative thoughts, external factors, or circumstances deter you from pursuing your dreams. Persevere and keep going. So it could be that, you know, you're someone who, it could be that you're someone who's trying to change your approach to love or a connection or, you know, maybe a new career. And this is saying, don't let those negative thoughts, external factors, or circumstances deter you from pursuing your dreams, whatever that dream is, you know? Maybe you're, you know, a counterpart going through separation. Maybe you're someone who's starting your own business and you're maybe, you know, you've started your own business and you're not getting the response that you want from people, or like I'm thinking maybe online, maybe you're not getting as many likes and views as you want to be getting. And there's something here about don't let that stop you. You know, everybody had to start from somewhere. Interesting. Making some noise in your career is essential for increasing visibility, attracting opportunities, expanding your network, enhancing credibility, building your personal brand, advocating for important issues, and accelerating career progression. By doing so, you position yourself for success and advancement in your professional endeavors. So, you know, let's just say you're someone who is putting something out online. The more you put out, as long as it's, you know, you don't want to just be pushing out crap, you know, but keep going, like keep posting is what I'm hearing. The more you post, the more you put yourself out there, the more energy you'll attract in. We have intuitive soul. Tap into your inner wisdom and your intuition to guide your decisions and actions. Trust your instincts and inner knowing, rather than relying solely on external validation or logic. By listening to the whispers of your soul, you can align with your true desires, values, and purpose. Blue eyes could be symbolic. So there's an energy here. You could have been, I didn't feel like that. For some of you, you could be struggling with your intuition right now and trusting your intuition. But this is a reminder to trust your intuition. Whatever your intuition is whispering to you that you can do, whether it's a new career, whether it's about a love connection, you know, you could be someone who's experiencing a lot of setbacks in a soul connection. And you know, trust your intuition above all else. You're not delusional, is what I'm hearing. We have holding back. Recognize your limits and set boundaries when necessary to protect your well-being. Assertively communicate your needs and preferences. Don't be afraid to say no when something doesn't align with your truth. It's interesting because I feel I feel like this is the message you need. Speaking your truth. Embrace your uniqueness and authenticity without fear of judgment or rejection. Allow yourself to be vulnerable and open in sharing your truth, knowing that it is an essential part of connecting with others on a deeper level. And I am feeling like this is someone who is trying to go after a dream here. And again, it feels to me like this is about... It's really interesting because I almost feel like I'm channeling a divine feminine who, and if you are not a divine feminine and you are someone who is like getting on your soul path and going after your dreams and starting your own business, this message is still for you. But I do a lot of counterpart readings. And the other day I mentioned that I recently listened to something that said divine feminines have a mission. Like every divine, I never wanted to say so cut and dry that they all had one, but after listening to what I listened to, apparently all divine feminines have a mission, a soul mission that they discover through separation or through the activation of their counterpart connection. So it does feel to me like I'm looking at, again, if you're not a divine feminine, it doesn't mean it's not your reading, but this feels like, I honestly feel the energy of someone who's experiencing a lot of setbacks, possibly on the counterpart journey. feeling that little whisper to go after your soul path, to, you know, the intuition when it comes to this connection, but also what your soul is telling you you should be doing career-wise or creative-wise, I'm hearing. So anyway, I'm rambling. I am rambling. Let's keep going. We have stuck in the matrix. Being stuck in the matrix can have negative effects on your well-being, personal growth, and fulfillment. It limits authenticity, stifles creativity, and contributes to the inner turmoil and dissatisfaction. Start questioning societal norms, explore personal beliefs, and embrace authenticity and individuality. And the more you challenge those programmed beliefs, the more you start questioning things, the more you open up as a channel for source. And I know that sounds weird. Those programmed thoughts, that can keep you stuck, you know. I'm feeling called to read this one. Downloads. As you get out of that matrix, as you awaken, as you go through your dark night of the soul, as you start to realize, you know, I just remember awakening, and like even now, I'm questioning everything. Like when, I'm just going to give you a really horrible example, but like my kids are autistic and they're all, you know, uniquely different in their own way. And there's so many things as a society that we expect people to do, and not everybody is like that. And, you know, I don't know, I'm probably not making any sense here, but like, I'm just going to give the really random example of the fact that like my son has issues with clothing textures and how they feel on his body. And he's never been a kid who can wear like jeans and things like that. So my kid, you know, wears pajamas a lot of the time. And I remember having a conversation where, you know, somebody said, well, you can't just wear pajamas all the time. And I was like, at that point, I was questioning everything. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, why can't we wear pajamas? Who the hell is, like, why the hell do we have to do what society tells us to do? Why do we have to do it that way? Because somewhere along the way, somebody said that's how it should be done. Like, anyway, so that's the type of questioning things that I'm talking about. And the more you question those things, the more you open up to connection to source. I don't know how else to explain it. Those programmed beliefs can stop you from believing in these downloads you're getting, if that makes sense. Downloads, I'm just rambling, oh my gosh. Downloads often come as sudden insights or revelations that bring clarity to confusing situations or dilemmas. Paying attention to these messages can help you gain a deeper understanding of yourself and your circumstances. Stay true to yourself and make choices that resonate with your authentic path. So with this downloads card, you could be getting, you know, again, I'm just going to use myself as an example because I don't know what else to do. When I was going through my awakening, I was also opening up to creating things. I was actually creating autistic content. And as I was questioning these things and going through this major awakening and realizing, you know, how we're all just programmed little minions, I started getting like ideas for content. I started just randomly, I would get an idea about a video to make. And a lot of the time I was just like, oh no, that would be a stupid video. Nobody would watch that. And then I started to realize that what was happening to me, whenever that happened to me and I pushed it away, there would also be an odd time where one of those downloads would come through and I'd actually be like, okay, yeah, I will make a video about that. And then that video would resonate with like so many people. And it took me so long to realize I was having downloads. Like I was having intuitive downloads Anyway, does that make sense? I feel like I'm not making any sense. We have comparing. You've made strides, but occasionally you feel stagnant, prompting comparisons with others, a practice that can impede your growth. And I will always say you should never compare yourself to anyone. You could be a counterpart who's comparing yourself to a karmic. That doesn't do you any good, is what I'm hearing. You could be someone who is just starting out on a business and comparing yourself to someone who's already been in the business for years. Like you could be looking at someone else saying, well, they're getting way more views than me and way more likes, and comparing yourself to that person. Again, there's no point because you and that person are on different journeys. You started at different times. It does you absolutely no good to compare yourself to others. And the only person you should be comparing yourself to is you. You know, if you want to compare yourself to someone, compare yourself to you 1 year ago, or 5 years ago, or 6 months ago, and see how far you've come. Anyway, I'm also going to read this one. Leveling up. It's crucial to concentrate on your goals and your next steps. You're too occupied making progress to spare time for comparing yourself to others or belittling yourself. While you may not have achieved all your goals yet, you're gradually moving in the right direction. Keep pushing forward. This, again, feels like a soul path reading to me. So let's go to the other half of the deck. All right, let's see what needs to come out for you. We have running away. Interesting. It's funny because sometimes I feel called to the opposite message, so that's why for some of them I'm going to read both. You may be avoiding a person or a situation instead of confronting the truth. So for some of you, you could be running away from your intuition. You could be running away from starting your own business. I tell people all the time, it took me so long to actually take the jump to start doing what I do. And I spent months I spent months with that intuitive little whisper in me saying, you could do that, you could do that, you could do that. And I was like, no, I can't. And I ran from it. Just because something becomes difficult or stressful doesn't mean you should run away. Avoiding the problem won't solve the underlying issue. It will only apply a band-aid to them. So this is an energy too. Let me just say this. If you are a counterpart and you are a chaser and you are dealing with a runner and you think, I heard a tarot reader say this once and it stuck with me forever. If you are connected to a runner and you are wanting to help enhance and work with the energies between you and your counterpart, even if you're in no contact, then the first thing you need to look at in your life is everything you're running from. And it doesn't just have to be running from your dream job or running from whatever. It can be the simplest of things. It can be little things that you keep putting off, like organizing something or anything in your life that you actively avoid doing. That you can, again, with counterparts, you can help work with that energy by tackling anything that you're running from if you're connected to a runner. Does that make sense? Actually, that's the message that's coming through. So what are you running from? Like for me, I realized I was running from what my intuition was telling me I should do. I was running from some shadow work that I needed to do. I was running from, I just started looking around my house, everything that I knew that I needed to deal with, that I was intentionally putting off and procrastinating about. I started to tackle those things. Again, I'm hoping this is making sense. Maybe I'll grab my career deck for this one. We have networking. Oh, my goodness. So we have networking here. You understand networking is essential for career advancement as it provides access to opportunities, knowledge sharing, relationship building, career advice, skill development, visibility, progression, and a supportive community. Nurturing professional connections significantly contributes to long-term success and fulfillment. So, you know, maybe this is about networking with people who are into the same thing as you, into like getting your name out there, making friends with people who are doing the same thing you are. And we have, it's really interesting because underneath intuitive soul, we have the past is calling you. So you could intuitively feel like a connection in your past isn't like, maybe again, I'm hearing counterparts. You could intuitively know or feel, or I'm hearing hope because maybe you don't trust your intuition, that you still have a chance or a connection with this person. And I feel like you do. You could have tried to cut cords with this person. We see band-aids. So it feels like someone you disconnected with, wanting to put things back together. Someone or something from the past is beckoning you. Or it could be a dream that you once deemed impossible. Perhaps there's something you once deemed impossible or felt compelled to abandon because you believed it wasn't meant to be. You are being prompted to reassess what you let go of and reconsider how to reopen it with the hope of setting things right. And it's funny because I was talking about that running energy. So if you're this, you could be, I'm hearing that this, to me, it feels like there's someone, take it as it resonates, in your energy. We have quiet suffering on the bottom. And it feels to me like there's someone who maybe wants to come towards you to mend things, but maybe has been avoiding it. And again, work with the energy. What are you avoiding in your life? Does that make sense? Or that could be, oh my gosh. Or that could be, again, a dream that you once had, you know. When I was younger, my dream was to help people and to, you know, I believed in magic. I believed in the power of, like, if I believe in something enough, I can make it happen. And then programmed thinking just brainwashed me. We have divine masculine here, so it does feel like you're probably connected to a divine masculine. And it's interesting because part of the counterpart journey is balancing those divine feminine and divine masculine energies within. And the divine masculine within you is meant, I'm not talking about gender, is the energy that, you know, helps you go out. It gives you the confidence to go after your dreams. It gives you the confidence to want to start your own business. Tap into your divine masculine side to help you build strength, protection, assertiveness, and clarity. This will help you create a balanced and harmonious environment, fostering growth, stability, and progress while empowering others to reach their full potential. So again, you could be dealing with, the person who you're connected to, I'm feeling, you know, counterpart energy could be in distorted masculine energy right now. Oh, here we go. Now I'm being called to, I've already read this multiple times, but I'm gonna read it again. The twin flame reunion starts by restoring harmony within your inner soul polarities, which brings balance to your inner masculine so that your inner feminine feels loved and supported. The masculine twin implies that the divine masculine role within your twin flame dynamic must be healed in order to restore union within. This means that you must heal your inner masculine, which also strengthens the masculine twin flame. You can accomplish this by reprogramming your personal lie from not feeling good enough into your ultimate truth, declaring that you are more than enough. Pay attention to any fixer patterns that may arise and surrender control of others and situations, especially where your twin flame is involved. Focus on your own needs. This helps you, This helps you own your worth as you transcend the lesser version of yourself and rise above challenges that have prevented your inner masculine from standing in your truth and feeling empowered. And again, there is a message here of you tapping into that divine masculine energy within yourself, which is like the Emperor. It's knowing your worth. It's having confidence in yourself and having the confidence to go after your dreams and take action towards your dreams. Let's just get two more. So we have penny pinching on the bottom, which I have to mention. You may be stressed out about finances and think that counting all your pennies will put you in a better state. However, this mindset stems from scarcity mentality and will continue to cause you stress and anxiety about your money. Finding a balance between saving and enjoying life is essential for your overall well-being and happiness. So for some of you, I've said it once, I'll say it again. If you are having intuitive whispers about your soul path and you are actively ignoring them or running from them, then it's possible that the universe could be removing things from your life like finances to get you on the right path. Again, using myself as an example, and I learned this from my reader, that the universe, spirit, whatever you believe in, has a way of trying to direct you on your path. And when I was ignoring my intuition, the universe started taking things away from me. Appliances started breaking, car problems, unexpected bills, lack of clients in my actual job, an increase in people not showing up or not paying. Anyway, there's also something here about when you think about money from a lack mindset, that creates more lack, if that makes sense. And again, I have to use myself as an example. I grew up in a family where we didn't have, a lot of money, and the priority wasn't, food and bills. It was like cigarettes and things like that. So I grew up, watching my parents never buy anything for the house, or if something was broken in the house, they were in that lack mentality. If something was broken in the house, they wouldn't call anybody to fix it. And I inherited that. So that's also not, if you're someone who suffers with that, I am sorry, because I get it, and again, the more you live from that lack mindset, the more lack you experience. I know it's easy for me to say that, but this has been a lesson that I've had to go through. Anyway, let's keep going. We have gaining knowledge. Actively listen to others with an open mind, ask questions, and reflect on what you've learned. You will gain valuable knowledge and insights that will enrich your understanding of the world and deepen your connections with others. So it could be, actively listen to others. So maybe there are, it almost, It's coming out with forgiveness. It's coming out with forgiveness. And this gaining knowledge is like, it's like Page of Swords energy. So it almost feels like for some of you, you're going to have someone wanting to talk to you or apologize. Maybe it's, you know, this past that's coming back. It could even be like I've talked about my own parents in this reading. So maybe it's a parent. Someone in your life is prepared to extend forgiveness, eager to reconnect with you. They've deliberated on this matter for some time, but now they're poised to move forward and embark on a fresh beginning. Are you receptive to their gesture? And this card talks about hearing them out. And we have Divine Masculine. The past is calling you. The very first card you had was a new perspective is coming. So that's what seems to be in your energy, my friend. It's like a really all over the place reading, but again, you could be struggling with ego because right now my ego is acting up. I'm just going to grab that career deck I have. Hang on. So when I got up to pause that, it was 3113. So if you have a moment right now, I want you to look up that angel number. Look up angel number 3113. And then look up angel number, if you're a counterpart, look up angel number 3113 Twin Flame. Anyway. So we're just going to get you a few career cards and see what comes out and what you need to hear. Look at this. We have long-term. An opportunity could turn into a long-term career move, or you'll be asked to commit to a position in exchange for more money. We also see wedding rings there. So I'm just going to get a few of these. We have strategy, which gives me like emperor vibes with the chess, divine masculine energy. You need a step-by-step plan of attack to reach the next level. Get the advice of someone who is already where you want to go. So, you know, find a mentor or someone that has been where you are. Again, I feel the need to talk about mirroring, because as you make a plan to go after your goal, you know, I feel like you've got someone making a plan to come towards you, if that's making sense. So let's see what comes out here. So we have reflection. Take time to revisit the past and figure out what you want to do. Knowing what you don't like will show you what you truly love. So interesting. There's another energy of the past is calling you. And one of the things that I did when I was, you know, first stumbled on this journey and I saw people talking about like their life purpose and their career path and things like that, one of the first things of advice that I got was go into your past and revisit your inner child. What does your inner child love to do? And that's how I stumbled across tarot. So we have short term. This position is temporary, so don't be too attached. No worries, you'll find something that's even more fulfilling and prosperous. So if you're going through some type of short-term struggle, or even if you're in an unhappy job, Spirit's saying it's short-term. This isn't what you're meant to be doing. We have perspective. Very interesting. We've got the black swan, which is like divine masculine energy. If you change the way you look at things, you could see everything in a brand new light that will help you get to where you want to be. So there is something about a change in your perspective. And remember that card, reprogramming your personal lie from I'm not good enough to I am more than enough and I can go after my dreams. We have direction. Your purpose is unfolding slowly, step by step as you go along. There's no need to hurry or worry. You are being divinely guided. So this is saying that your purpose is you are slowly aligning with your life purpose. And, you know, again, I was someone who was like Googling, how do I know what my life purpose is? How do I know what my gift is? So maybe you're someone who did something similar. We have cultivation. You are in the growing phase right now, and you must continue to water the seeds you have planted in order to reap the rewards. And that's just it. So many people plant those seeds, and then when the plant isn't magically growing instantly or the manifestation isn't coming in, they stop watering those seeds. They stop believing in them. They think, well, it's just not meant for me, or, you know, whatever it is. Again, we have long-term on the bottom with the 2 rings. So there's something about that. This is an interesting reading because it's kind of, again, it's not really about any one thing in particular. The fact that we have so many of this type of energy, though, like the putting yourself out there and going after your dreams, I am going to get the Sacred Creator Oracle. Instead of tarot, I'm going to get this. So right away, I feel the need to look at the first card I saw, which is Raw Intention. So I am seeing it. I'm not going to read this card, but I saw it in reverse. So the main thing I want to focus on is the self-care message. And then I'll read the ones that we actually shuffle out. Holding on to the details too tightly, not allowing source to intervene, missed opportunities, getting stuck in your story, unchecked emotions that is sabotaging your efforts. So I just wanted to mention it. The edge of evolution feels messy. So the last card was 22, which equals 4. We've got another, this is 40. So there's a lot of Emperor energy here, my friend. So you could be someone who's meant to be embodying divine masculine energy right now. So that one was also in reverse. A need to trust, not being able to see the light at the end of the tunnel, accepting new teachings and the wonderful unknown, giving yourself permission to fail in order to grow. I just got chills when I read that for some reason. So we have, I might just be holding this deck in reverse, I don't know. We have the good kind also in reverse. So I'll read the protection message of that as well. Interesting. Time spent defining the good you bring to the world, a need to stop judging, accepting others as they are, being the change. Interesting. So let's get into this. What do you need to hear, my friend? What do you need to hear? We have celebrate your wins. For some reason, I'm going to get one more. I don't know why. We have cut the cords of doubt. So what is this about? And I'm going to read all of it. So whether it comes out in reverse or not. So celebrate your wins, a time to list accomplishments, allowing praise, feeling deep pride, knowing that you are deserving of positive attention. So remember that comparing yourself to others, you shouldn't be doing that. You should only be comparing yourself to you and celebrating those big wins is what I'm hearing. So the self-care message, it's also on page 103, which equals 4. Anyway, just saying. Acting as if wins are no big deal. Focusing on what didn't work instead of what did. not taking the time to see what's working, being overly salesy instead of drawing people in through celebrating your process, not sharing genuine excitement for your project. You've earned a few golden stars that you haven't given yourself enough credit for. It's time to indulge in some serious self-praise with some lavish celebration. Go all out. Look for the wins you've had and focus on everything you've accomplished. Write it down. See the progress you've made because you've come a long way, baby. It can be far too easy to ruminate on what's not working, and as a result, some of your amazing work gets shrugged off, downplayed, or downright missed. Are you able to see the tremendous strides you've taken? It's okay to boast and flaunt a little. Sometimes you need to. How easily can you communicate your triumphs with others? Do you invite them to partake in your celebration? This card isn't suggesting a fugly, pushy, salesy, look at me kind of cock-a-doodle-doo. It's talking about honesty and enthusiastically sharing your wins in order to energetically bring you more of the same. Take a deep breath in and gracefully and authentically accept the fact that you are on the right track. And we have 42. Cut the cords of doubt, rising against any odds, letting go of doubt, fulfilling your soul path, tackling creator angst and launching anyway, shining like a freaking sun and delivering your genius and brilliance. Self-care message, being constrained by doubt and fear, not taking a chance, choosing to skip amazing opportunities and staying in the comfort zone. Doubt can taint the most beautiful of circumstance or change a trajectory by keeping it unnaturally constrained. It can be an incessant tether, and it may be getting in the way of something you've been thinking about doing. This card is a wonderful sign to take a risk on your brilliance. It assures a journey of success and freedom, and it whispers of pure potential when you embrace your true nature. Your desire, your essence, is like a phoenix rising from the constraints of its old form, or like an angel rising up to the heavens. When you let go of your anchors and are unbound by the gravity of fear, you will easily see what shackles, habits, and beliefs need to be released first. What is weighing you down, creator love? It's time to let go and release sadness or anger, guilt or shame, and exhale doubt and inhale love. Spread your wings and glide home because the whole universe supports this radiant rising of your spectacular spirit. So that's a phoenix rising. Love it. Let's see what else you need to hear. We have Get Back to Elemental, and we have Creator Earth. It's time to bring some elemental magic into your life, getting outside, doing something witchy or wild, letting go of who you believe you have to be, and stepping into your elemental self. Self-care message, breaking free of pragmatism and logic, a time to explore the world with a childlike curiosity, getting past the fear of change and the fear of trying new things. The elements in most magic circles are earth, fire, air, water, and spirit. And these elements create all matter and life. It's time to break things down into their simplest elements and get back to your roots. What are the basics of what you're building? If you're a seasoned creator, what was your original plan or original dream? There's a likelihood that you've grown since you began your journey, and it may be time to shift your plans so that they can make more sense for you now. Get back to the basics of exploring the world like a child and seeing things anew. Fresh eyes will offer you fresh perspective, and when you break things down into their most basic parts, you can put them back together again in novel ways. Take another look at what you've already been doing, what you've already done, and take special notice of the magic that you already have access to. It may be time to cut any extra drama, networking, and extracurriculars that aren't 100% aligned with your basics, and call in the elements as you get back to your own kind of elemental. What quintessential desire runs through everything you do, and what always remains the same. And we have Creator Earth. Earth energy is grounded and rooted and is connected to our safety and our stability. It is the realm of our finances and generosity, and the realm of family and connections. It is the material essence of the world. Comfort and nourishment are this element's gifts. How safe do you feel in your material world? What could you do to feel more nourished by it? Do you have the possessions you need to survive? Does your safety net include a network of people of whom you love? How grounded are you in the day-to-day? Earth energy gives us the security of peaceful surroundings, the vitality and strength found in a nutritious meal, and the cheerful laughter in a community. Are you tapping into all of its power? And we'll get two more. So we have imbalance on the bottom, and we have the edge of evolution feels messy in the upright this time. And we have lead your metamorphosis. Love it. So let's read this one. Evolution of the soul, rapid change, growth, and a plethora of new opportunities, surrendering to uncertainty. A need to trust, not being able to see the light at the end of the tunnel, accepting new teachings and the wonderful unknown, giving yourself permission to fail in order to grow. The edge of change is a veritable, whatever that word is, cornucopia of opportunity. When you think of life as a giant, ever-expanding puzzle, you will see that growth begins at the edges, and that most of the excitement happens just beyond the boundaries of what you can perceive, and it happens just beyond the edges of your comfort zone. As things shift and germinate around you, you may notice how uncertain it feels beyond the known. It's time to bring yourself to your personal growth edge to look into that abyss of creation. Poke your toe into the open space that lies beyond, and the right opportunity will, as if by magic, move into your awareness. This magical, changing expanse is surging with the building blocks of all creation. This is where source energy is working on your behalf, bringing you the opportunities you have asked for. Everything and anything is possible during this time of rapid transformation. And as you stand at the precipice of your beautiful evolution, know that this energy is organic and malleable. Begin directing the landscapes of your reality that are coming into form. And we have 53. Freedom, transformation, and evolution. On the edge of something miraculous, the relationship between inner and outer beauty, trust, cycles of death and rebirth, a massive breakthrough. Self-care message, hiding, staying small, staying where you feel comfortable. So again, you could be someone who's being called to put yourself out there or take a risk, and maybe you are playing small and hiding or running. Metamorphosis, change. Yep, it's that time again. And this change is going to be transformational. It's time to leave the dark cocoon behind, to break out of your shell and show off those gorgeous wings you've been readying. Many times in life, we choose to stay small. We choose the comfort of the warm cocoon over the freedom of something spectacular. And this cozy illusion of safety can lull us gently to sleep. Have you noticed that you've chosen the comfort of the old and reliable more than once, even though you long for something new and exciting? Choose the emerging you over the humdrum and expected today, and lead your metamorphosis with your inner beauty. You are, in every sense, sitting in your own control tower. You can plot your flight through life, and you get to decide how far you go and how great you become. This complete transformation is required in order to flourish, manifest, and attract the new things you are seeking. Are you ready to test those wings? So fly, butterfly, fly. Anyway, so I know this was a bit all over the place, but that's your reading. I'm hoping that whoever found this reading, it brought you some comfort and some clarity and maybe some bravery to, you know, trust your intuition and go after your dreams. That's my hope for you. But I'm sending you guys lots of love and light, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.